Elizabeth Smart is opening up for the very first time in an interview about why she believes one of her kidnappers, who is set to be released, is still a danger. Smart was rescued back in 2003 after being abducted and held in captivity for 9 months. Wanda Barzee and Brian David Mitchell were convicted for their roles in that kidnapping. The 72-year-old Barzee will walk free tomorrow after Utah officials determined they miscalculated her prison sentence. In an interview that you'll see only on CBS This Morning, Smart explains why she thinks Barzee should not be released. The now 30-year-old Elizabeth Smart also makes some startling claims about what Barzee has been doing in prison, assertions that CBS News has been unable to confirm. Do you feel stressed knowing that she's about to be released?
It's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster of emotion, of worry, of wondering what's going to happen. But I think at the end of it, what I've just come to is that I really have spent the last 15 years of my life trying to move forward and trying to follow my mom's advice that she gave me the day after I was rescued. And
what was that?
And not allowing these people to steal any more of my life away from me. But am I concerned? Yeah, I am very concerned for the community, for the public, as much as I am for myself.
In the beginning, did you think that she would help you? Did you ever think, well, at least there is a woman here? Did you feel safety on some level with her ever?
When he kidnapped me and was taking me up into the mountains, I remember thinking, this is it, he's just going to rape and kill me. And then at one point, he did end up telling me that he had a wife that was waiting. That moment did give me a little bit of comfort. But as soon as I saw her, I did not have that hope anymore.
Why?
I don't know, just the feeling that kind of radiated from her. It just was dark and it was evil. And I just knew that she wasn't there to help me, that she wasn't there to protect me.
You've written about this and talked about it, that you were raped really that very first night and then several times after that. Did you even know what was happening to you at 14 years old? Did you even know what that was?
That first morning when he brought me into the camp and told me I was now his wife and kept telling me it was time to consummate our marriage, at first I didn't know what he meant.
Yeah.
And then I remember having this idea come to my mind of what he could mean. And I remember thinking, there's no way. And I was raped. And I was raped every day after that. Multiple times a day. And
every day, multiple times a day. Every time I think about that, I can't. It's a miracle you didn't have a baby. That you didn't
I was
have
a little
baby.
girl. I had not hit puberty yet.
Oh. When you say you think that she's a danger, what do you mean by that? Dangerous how?
Well, I know what she was capable of before she was incarcerated.
So what do you think she would do?
I don't know. And perhaps that's what worries me, because I know just how bad she really can be. She would encourage him to rape me. She would sit right next to me, like the side of her body would be touching me. Like
while he's raping you?
While he was raping me. I mean, she was right there. So, I mean, there were no secrets. She knew what was going on. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, she just was the kind of woman that she was just evil and twisted. And I remember when they used to force me to drink alcohol. And one time they had me drink so much. I was a 14-year-old girl. I'd never touched alcohol in my life. That I ended up throwing up and then passing out in it. And both of them just let me lie there all night. And when I woke up the next morning, I mean, my face and my hair were completely crusted to the ground. And they both laughed. She laughed. She laughed just as much as he did, if not more.
We haven't heard anything about the conditions of her release, have you?
I don't know all the conditions of her release, but I have been reassured multiple times that she will be kept a very close eye on, and as soon as she messes up, which I've been reassured that she will be taken back to federal prison for the duration of the 5 years.
You said you've been reassured that people are going to be on top of her. Are you comfortable with that?
I have been informed on who the agent is, who the federal agent is, who will be supervising her, and I do believe that he will do the job to the best of his ability. So I have faith in him. I just lack faith in her.
In our next hour, she's going to talk about why she decided to speak out about her abduction and what she's grateful for. I mean, my heart goes out to her because think about this guy. She's 14. She'd never even kissed a boy before. So your first sexual experience is with someone who's so creepy and so disgusting. And you have a woman there who does nothing to help you. I mean, and you look at her and she's so darn normal, if I can use that word, when you speak with her.
Amazing resilience after
She
all
really
of that.
does.
And to be able to talk about it so clearly and directly and so powerfully.
Well, you know, she says to me, John, listen, I've had 15 years to deal with this. And there's a thing, it's a funny thing. If you're too angry, people don't pay attention to you. You know, you're sort of dismissed. If you're too sad and you can't tell the story, then it makes people uncomfortable to hear it. So she has figured out a way to share the story. Of course, she's angry. Of course, she's very afraid. And she's very worried. But she has decided she's not going to live her life in fear anymore.
And why is Wanda being released after 15 years?
Well, because that was the sentence. You know, she had pleaded to the crime. That was the sentence. And, you know, they say, listen, she has served the sentence. It's now time for her to get out. And that's how the Justice Department, that's how the justice system works. Elizabeth has some feelings about how the justice system works, too, and we'll talk about that.
She could still be a danger.
But she has definitely served her time, no question about that. And think about this. She is a mother, guys, of 6 children.
Wanda is.
Wanda is a mother of 6 children. Elizabeth said she doesn't really even deserve the title of mother. She may have given birth to these kids, but she is certainly not a mother. She's very articulate, very composed, really, really remarkable.
Thank you. It was a really compelling interview, and I think important to hear from her.
I do, too.
Really important to hear
I do,
from her.
too.